known. Like when the drop home, game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light, and you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your They hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Brooklyn Beats. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets around him, and now running right through it. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
on second down, Michelle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action here on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here's Newton now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this is going to set up 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Throwing is Newton. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another DB.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Darnold from the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. A first down throw, Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun!
Now it's Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From his goal line here, Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The give, this is Michel. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep to return is Duke Johnson. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Good move by Duke. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Darnold on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that... And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come down.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 48 yards. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. Now a play fake here on first down. Goes underneath here to White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Darnold now to throw. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Myers able to knock it through. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go, fellas. Do something.
To throw on second down is Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Left side, it's Dorsett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Newton. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. The gain of 39 that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. That is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. But they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flush to his right. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Darnold. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Back to throw, Darnold, and that is incomplete here. He was looking for Landry that time. Third down here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, this from 34. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm, because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run with Taylor. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, it's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Second down, here's an option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Shotgun, here's Darnold. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Barney.
They run with Taylor. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Watch it now, Barney!
It's a quarterback sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they don't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. And that's why the whole play got stuffed.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Runs over him. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagger, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. This is Michel on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. To throw on third down, Newton. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now back out comes the offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On first down, it's Darnold. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Second down and 10. Darnold underneath for Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Down to the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense defense is going to take over on downs. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jameis Winston, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll look to throw. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth, and it's caught inside the 30. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 46 yards. Back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Detroit! Detroit!
to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now it's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
20.
Now Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Now Michelle. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. First throw in overtime for Newton. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a dump off to White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground is Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Newton. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal.
20.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you.